Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Cynthia Arira with NIM 210190005. So today I want to explain about the scope of historical and comparative linguistics. So first is historical linguistics. Historical linguistics is concerned with studying the history and development of language over time. It looks at how words, grammar, and sounds in a language have evolved from older versions. Next is the methodology or how it works. So linguists examine all written records to see how languages were spoken in the past. They try to figure out the rules of those older languages and how they transform into the languages we speak today. So, next is comparative linguistic. So, the objective is comparative linguistic compares different language to see if they are related. It aims to how it different language came from a common ancestor. The methodology or how it works by comparing words, grammar, and sounds in different languages. Linguists can identify patterns and similarities. These patterns help them reconstruct a proto-language, which is the ancient language that is the common ancestor of related languages. So, next is Next is interconnection or working together. The reconstruction is both historical and comparative linguistics work together to reconstruct earlier forms of languages or proto-language by comparing known languages. This reconstruction helps linguists understand how languages are related and how they have diverged over time. And by comparing languages, linguists can figure out what this other language might have looked like. Next is the challenges. One challenge is that we don't always have complete information about these older languages. So linguists have to make their best guesses based on what they know. Next is synchrony versus diachrony. So first, I want to explain about synchrony. So basically, synchrony refers to the study of language at a particular point in time, focusing on the structure, focusing on the structure and functioning of language without reference to earlier or later stage. And this approach is essential for understanding how a language system works at any given moment. The next is diachrony. Diachrony, on the other hand, involves the study of language change and evolution over times. It examines how language developed and transformed through historical processes, including the splitting of language and change in usage pattern. So here are the example of linguistic data or cases of historical comparative linguistics. The first example is the evolution of the English pronoun system. So here the example, the Old English pronoun she and its evolution. So in the Old English, she is who. I'm sorry if I mispronounce. And Middle English is show or she. And now in modern English is she. So historical linguistics tracks how the pronouns in English evolve leading to the pronoun system we use today. The second example is the pronunciation of R in Indonesian and Malay. So here the example. In Indonesia, we say orang, pronounced with a trilled R. And in Malay, we say orang, and often pronounced with a softer or even silent R. So like Indonesia we say orang, and in Malay we say orang. So the R is kind of silent maybe. So this difference in pronunciation shows how the same word can evolve differently in closely related languages due to change in sounds patterns. So, last is the conclusion of my explanation. So, historical and comparative linguistics are important for understanding how languages change and how they are connected. Historical linguistics looks at how languages have evolved over time, while comparative linguistics compares different languages to find out if they come from the same ancestor. Together, they help us piece together the history of languages. Even if we don't have all the information, these fields help us learn where our languages come from and how they've become what they are today. Okay, I think that's all my explanation. I'm sorry if I made a mistakes. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.